Okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna... What is this green freaking line now? It's okay. Let's try. Where do I need to change the incline of my orbit to? I think I need to do it here. Right there, maybe. Let's see, edit maneuver. Normal burn. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Get it nice and straight somewhat. It's 206 meters per second burn. Wow. That sucks. That's way much. Way too much, actually. Okay, let's try something different then. I'm just gonna Hail Mary it. Add a maneuver here. So if we extend this, what does that get us? What happens here? We do enter a Kerbal orbit way out there. Let's get it as close as possible. I do wonder though why it doesn't look as biffed as it could be. That's okay, so we don't even need to do a normal burn to change our inclinage. I'm still set for that target here. How do I unset the friggin' target? Set as target. Unset target. Okay, now we're free of any targets, which is good. Let's go back into our maneuver. Right there. Right, don't think we actually need to do a maneuver. Let's just do this burn so we can inject ourselves into Kerbal orbit again. And then we're just gonna burn the crap out of this. Of whatever fuel we have left. Biff levels are suspiciously low at the moment. Just you wait. It's just a matter of seconds here until we biff it again. Okay. I think we're ready to get over there and do our little burn. It's a 4-second burn, so we can move pretty close to our target point here. Because we're so close to the surface of the moon, we can't go any faster in warp mode. The game won't let us. Which is a pity, because this is not nearly fast enough for me. I think it's going to have to be a pro-grade burn though, so we're going to turn over there once we're in position. Okay, so we lose a third of our fuel in this burn. And then we have like 478 meters per second left in delta velocity. Who knows if we're going to be able to actually get back to Kerbal with that. We're on the dark side of the moon now. Now every milliliter of fuel counts. Every milligallon. Is there such a thing? I wouldn't think so. Maybe we do this this satellite mission next, because this yellow line you see there going straight through the middle of our screen is another mission. I don't know why it shows it to us, but maybe because we're tracking it. It might be my fault. But we need to get a payload over to the moon and then get it into the correct orbit around it, which we already did around Kerbal. If you see this frickin' line here, that's one orbit we did. There's a satellite right there, which is nice. That could be more interesting than what I'm doing now, right? Let's face it, anything's more interesting than what I'm doing right now. It's It's weird. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword videos are going up on YouTube, and they're getting like, I don't know, 50 views or so in that ballpark. And over tonight, one video in particular suddenly got like 400 views, and I wonder why that is. It is from suggestions. There's a bunch of statistics and analytics you can look up on YouTube, and I did out of curiosity. And apparently it's just been coming up on the browse page, on people's start homepage of YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. And of course the average view time plummets down to 1 second of a 20-minute video, that is. Always very reassuring. Okay, let's burn. 2, 1. Oh, shut off. Okay, I may have overdone it a little, but that's okay. It was just 2 point something meters per second. We can warp over here now to interface with Kerbal. Okay, you see our warp time has now increased to 1000x because we're now nowhere near any planetary objects, and we're interfacing with Kerbal pretty soon here. Let's warp a little bit more. And there we go. Okay, we are in orbit. Now to raise our, to lower periapsis, we're gonna do an apoapsis. We are 9.9 million meters away. That's something. Here we're 8.1 million meters away. Okay, that's good enough. Let's add a maneuver here and just lower our periapsis as far as we can. Right? Wait, what was that? We're interfacing with something here. It might be the moon. Okay, we might be crashing into the moon there. A couple of times. Ooh, we actually have enough fuel to get back. Should I try and aerobrake the crap out of this? I could. Let's go below 60 or 260. And we still have like 120 meters per second left to do any last second adjustments. It looks okay, but we might crash into the moon. Let's take a closer look at that. What's going on here? So once I do the burn here, so we go around orbit one time, and then we do the burn here, which takes us into the brown dotted line around Kerbal, right here, and then we come back here and enter the sphere of influence of the moon again, and that would bring us over here. But it doesn't look like we're gonna crash into it. Maybe over here then, but that's not to be said yet. We don't know. We'll have to find out. And things are gonna change because of the aerobrake anyway, so maybe we just actually come back here. We'll see. We're gonna do that now. Let's warp over here for now. Look at that. That's very fast. Okay, good. We're still 32 minutes out of our target, so we'll warp a little bit more. Okay, that's close enough for me for now, since we still need to... I think it's just a retrograde burn, if I'm not mistaken. Whoops. Retrograde, of course, is against the direction of our orbit, to bring it down, to slow ourselves down. Prograde would be in the direction of our orbit. Don't take all of this info I'm giving you with a grain of salt, because I'm no specialist at this, no expert, I'm just going by what I learned off the tutorials. Right. Okay. Where's the moon? Before we warp here a little bit more. Where is the moon? Let's take a look. Should be... If I'm looking at Kerbal over here, it should be over here somewhere. Maybe I'm missing it somewhere. Okay, I need to burn here anyway, so let's stop looking for the moon and do some work. A little bit more. Okay, nominal. Good, good, good. So now it's just wait. Now we just wait. Okay, it's doing that thing again, so we might not actually go into the moon's influence once we're over here, but we'll find out. Let's warp to our periapsis and do a little aerobreak, a little Aerosmith. Warp. Walk this way, talk this way. Orbit this way. Coming in nice and hot. Let's turn retrograde again, because if we do burn up, we want the heat to be down there and not up front at the cabin where Jebediah sits. Because this is designed to take the heat. This really isn't. We do have a heat shield at some point here. Maybe if I turn this around so we can get a better look on the bright side of life. Right below this arrow is our heat shield, which we're gonna stage off. So the brunt of the impact is gonna be taken up by the heat shield if all goes well. And Jebediah might actually survive re-entry. Okay, we can still warp a little bit more, since we're at 170 kilometers up in the air. Atmosphere is gonna be at coming in at 75 kilometers. Maybe not. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it's 50. What did we aim for? 60, like. Yeah, okay. You see the error coming down here? That's the atmosphere level. So we're still in the upper layers of the atmosphere, but the area is coming down actually. So that's what we want, because we want to enter the atmosphere so it actually breaks us down. Stuff. Let's get Jebediah back to his Amish commute alive. Yeah, that's the kicker right there. So are we? You see our apoapsis over here? It's coming down, which means we're in the atmosphere and the aerobrake works kinda. Because that means our orbit point, our farthest orbit point away from Kerbal, is coming down, which is what we want. Because we don't lose any fuel doing this. Okay, we might want to bring our periapsis further down anyway then. We're already rising again, which means we're going up to the apoapsis again, which also in turn means we're gonna set up. Okay, we're still on trajectory to the moon, so maybe we want to do a little retrograde burn right here. There's the moon. Awesome. Let's do a little burn here. We just want to miss the moon, we don't want to crash into it. I'm gonna go down to 100 meters per second delta V. You can see that right here for this stage, or total for this, total right here. Okay, now we're not interfacing with the moon anymore, which is great. Let's add another maneuver at the apoapsis then, to bring our periapsis further down into the 50s. Maybe like 51, might be overdoing it. We might burn up. We don't have any other chance really anyway. I mean, I don't know. Let's go for almost 55 kilometers. Let's warp. There's the moon. Moving away above us. Right. Now, where are we? Still ways off from our apoapsis point here. Warp. That mission really wasn't worth it for that one reading. There must be a better way to do this, I just don't know how. Maybe bring a rover and do that, but I don't think I have the equipment for that yet. I think what we're gonna try and do next is get a satellite into orbit around the moon. With that one mission we have. What did I just do? I want to warp. It's gonna be a very, very tiny burn. Need to be careful of that. Alright everybody, buckle up. There we go, 0.0. 54.6, that's actually more or less where we were. I think we set it up for 54.75 or something. So we overshot a little bit, but it's still, if we're gonna burn up, we're gonna burn up there anyway. But you know what I just saw? I think I might want to close this down so the heat doesn't get in there and destroys our instruments. Alright then, another warp around Kerbal to our periapsis to see what we did and how we did. Let's just warp over there. I tell you what though, it's gonna be a miracle if we bring Jebediah back alive. We're still turned retrograde. Which is nice. So let's speed up a tiny little bit, going into the 60s and lower, hopefully. Okay, burning up. It should be good still. See our apoapsis is coming down. That's nice. Weren't we at 9 point something before? That worked out nicely. Stay strong, Jebediah. We're all rooting for you. We're coming back up, so I think we did okay. I think we need to do a couple of passes here, just to slow ourselves down, because we're pretty fast. And at the periapsis, you're going the fastest because you're actually falling from the apoapsis, the highest point, falling down to the periapsis, the lowest point, and then you're going to slow down till you're at the apoapsis again, which is the slowest point in your orbit. Because you're going up, technically. Welcome to Half-Truths About Orbit with Twitchy. Okay, we're back up there. We're gonna just speed up and take another victory turn around Kerbal at a very wide and eccentric orbit. Oh, what's going on? Oh, we're already back again. That was quick. I didn't realize. Still picking up speed. And there goes the heat again. I could turn a roll to dissipate the heat a little bit more, distribute it over the surface of our craft here. So everything gets toasty the same way. So we don't just lose one wing, we lose both of them. That's what we want here. Chariots of Fire. Is that da 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 da? That's awesome. Is that? I'm not sure. Or is that Evangelist? No, Evangelist is something else. I'm mistaken. Okay, that was it. Evangelist is da 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 da. Right. Oh man, I need to get that on Apple Music. Those are awesome tunes. Isn't that the theme song for Columbus? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, another turn survived. And tell you what, everybody, friends and fans and watchers and viewers, we're gonna take a quick break here. I actually kind of forgot what I was about to say here, but it came back to me, luckily, so there we are. We're gonna take a very quick break of about 5 minutes, give or take. I'm gonna leave this running because it's gonna be... How long does an orbit take? 5 hours. 5.5 hours. So there's no chance we're gonna miss the next entry point here. So I'm gonna leave this running for everybody in the tiny window that comes up. And we'll be right back after this break, have a little stretch and a drink, and then we're gonna continue on with this charade and hopefully bring Jebediah back safe and sound to Kerbal and get ready for our next mission. So I hope you stay tuned, and I'll be right back, everybody.